We're back with Ashley Sorensen, nutrition coach, talking about getting out of our own heads. Sometimes that's where we need the coaching, right? Before the break, we were talking a little bit about staying the course, not obsessing over the results, which is a big one because a lot of us, what is it? The 18th, we've stepped on the scale. We haven't lost any weight, so we want to give up. So don't give up. We're going to talk now about what you need to do to be successful.
Right. So yeah, getting out of our own way, and now we can own our way. So yeah, taking responsibility is the first thing. So first, taking responsibility, not making up those excuses of it's someone else, there's another reason I'm not reaching my goals. But taking responsibility for one, why we got there, and then two, for actually what we want. So there is no shame in wanting what you want because you do deserve that. So, whether it's those weight loss goals or a different type of fitness goal, you do deserve that. So just take responsibility and own it, that I am in control of reaching this. There are no excuses, and then go after what it is that you want. To define your why, it needs to be something more than I want to look better in my swimsuit. It has to be a deep emotional why of why are you really doing this? What is it that drives you to set this type of goal? What is it for the weight loss? There's got to be something deeper there than, wearing a different shirt size or something like that. It needs to be something really deep. Maybe it's to set that example for your children, for your family. Maybe there's health concerns. So, define your why. Believe in yourself, really. You can do hard things. You were made to do hard things. So give yourself credit. Believe in yourself. Set yourself up for success. You're going to have to give yourself a pep talk, probably every day, probably several times a day, that I can do this. I'm making this choice. I'm eating this meal instead of a different meal because I will feel better and I will reach those goals. Or, I am choosing to go and work out because I need this time. So just believe in yourself that you can do these things. Maybe you're training for a marathon, you got to believe in yourself, and you're going to have to remind yourself, especially, all that time you're running, every mile of the way, you're going to have to come up with some internal self-talk. So get rid of that negative self-talk to, pump you up and keep you going. And then celebrate your wins. That was the last point. So all along the way, the process, celebrate all the wins. It's not necessarily about this number on the scale. What if the number on the scale doesn't change, but all of a sudden you have more energy, or you're sleeping better, or your mood is improved? So all of those little things are wins, and non-scale victory, you've probably heard that term, but we need to celebrate each of those. It's great to celebrate the big ones too, but those small ones sure add up to a lot. And sometimes it's those smaller wins that that's what we're really after. It's maybe not looking better in the swimsuit, it's actually feeling more confident about wearing the swimsuit. So any of those wins along the way, and when you're eating right and you're moving your body right, you feel good. So it's just owning your way of this journey.
Ashley, I love this because we know that you're a nutrition coach, and we know, personal training is a big thing. Sometimes you need that coaching on the emotional part of all of this, because a lot of it is in our head, not just doing the correct form on those lunges, right?
Exactly. Yes. I think that's probably where most of it comes, is that emotional part, is, why is it that, you're holding yourself back and not choosing the right things when you know? So there is definitely an emotional piece there that we have to work through. And yeah, having that accountability with a coach or, someone else to talk you through. And, again, looking at these points of okay, are you taking responsibility? Are you really, have you defined your why? Is that really what it is? Because if we've gotten to that point, then there's nothing that's going to hold us back.
How do people find you or get more information on what you do in nutrition coaching, and especially the Buff Life group?
Yeah, so if you head over to Facebook, I've just started this group. I needed a place to educate more people and to have like more one-on-one time with either my clients or just people who are interested. So it's called the Buff Life Community, and it's on Facebook. There's a graphic, so you should see that, and you just ask to be added to that. And then, yeah, every week, every day, I'm posting things in there. I'll be going live, sharing recipes. So it's really like a community so we can like support other people.
I love it.
Yeah.
Ashley,
Yeah.
thank you so much for your time today. We'll have to have you back on again soon.
Thank you.
Stay with us. Coming up next, an inspirational story of a 104-year-old woman who beat the odds.